Everybody, this is John with BlueMatch. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that I'm very, very passionate about because it ties directly to personal safety and protection of home valuables. And it is a product that we offer as well as most traditional agents that I think is very underrated, and that is a showing service. Now, a lot of people, if they're going to sell their house, especially if it's the first time you're selling your house, you may not know what a showing service is. So I'm going to cover what a showing service is and then explain why it is so important. Here at BlueMatch, we use two companies. We use a company called Centralized Showing Services and a company called Showtime. What these essentially do is they vet and make sure that the only people that can access your home are licensed real estate agents. So in order for me to have a membership on CSS, I have to submit all my information. They have to verify that I'm a licensed real estate agent. And from there, I can go and request showings for a home. So we'll get a showing request from somebody, and we can see, okay, they're a licensed agent with Remax or whatever other agency that is. They've been verified through CSS and vetted. The only way they can access that is that they have their license. And then we can see, okay, they scheduled for this time. They're going to be in the house between noon and 12:30. The client has already approved it. Everything is good to go. So if something were to happen in that home at that time, something goes missing, something breaks, we can actually tie it back down to that agent, and we can figure out the accountability of exactly what happened during that time. Now, the reason why I feel this is so important is because really, really bad things can happen in the world in general. And when you are selling your house for sale by owner, or you're using an agent that's not using a service like showing time or centralized showing service, you are essentially putting yourself, your property, and your family at risk. So if I were to go to your home and I just said I'm a real estate agent and I can pull a fake license number off of Dora and I can say, yeah, here's my license number. My name is Joe Smith. It's right here. You can verify it online. You have no way of actually proving, I have no way of proving to you who I am. You're probably going to take my word for it. And I can just have access to your house. Most for sale by owners don't even do any vetting whatsoever when they're letting somebody see their house. They're actually at the home present when somebody's coming to see their house, right? So let's forget the fact that being present while you're showing your home is like a huge real estate no-no. It actually makes people feel uncomfortable. It can have an adverse effect on the sale of your home. But let's just pretend that doesn't exist. You're essentially letting a complete stranger into your house while you and potentially your family are occupying that house. Now, when you think about that, it kind of gives you really an uncomfortable feeling in your stomach. If you think about, hey, like somebody can just come in with the most malicious intent. You don't know what they're trying to do. They could be looking for medication. They could be looking for valuables. They could just be looking for easy opportunity to take advantage of something. And so to me, I think that showing service is the most underrated thing that real estate agents are providing and offering you, because it's such a huge safety concern and safety barrier that they are offering you. And I have two children. I have a wife. And for me, those things are very, very, very important. And so when you use companies like BlueMatch or a lot of other reputable real estate agents, they're going to use these types of companies. Now, be careful, because some companies will try to create their own showing services. Now, we've seen studies, we've seen news stories to say these are not the best way to go, because I can essentially do the same thing. I can call up Bob Smith brokerage and say, hey, I'm so-and-so with Remax. Here's my agent number. Can I have access to this home? And they're saying, sure. They're not actually on there verifying. Or I could just, again, pull fake credentials, get a lockbox combination, and go right into your home. There's no way for them to verify, versus if they were using a service like Centralized Showing Services or Showtime, where the only way I can access that is I have to set up an account. I have to verify that I'm a member. I have to verify that I'm a licensed real estate agent. They've done all that vetting, and then I can access through the portal, through the MLS. And so for me, those things are very, very important, and they're usually things that people overlook. So I always try to stress safety first. It's much more important to us that people protect themselves, protect their family, over saving money, over any of those things that result in a successful real estate transaction. Most important to us here at BlueMatch is the safety. And so we always want to make sure that we have you, your family, and your valuables with our best interest at any given time, especially the safety of you and your family. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about showing services, how they work, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My email is john@BlueMatch. It's at the bottom of the screen. You can also ask me any other questions about our services. If you even have questions about other people and their showing services, and we can actually take a look at how they work, just to say, yeah, that maybe you should ask them to use CSS versus their own, we'd be more than happy to do that. So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you guys very much. We look forward to working together in the future. And always feel free to reach out to us with any questions, concerns, anything of that nature. We'd be happy to help. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.